Ever wonder what it looks like when a fish goes in for a quick bite to eat, or what's really lurking on the ocean floor? In this video, we're fishing deep into the Gulf to try and find out. Using new tech, we'll catch giants, watch some insane underwater action, and maybe spot a few monsters that don't bite. After the chaos, we'll clean up the catch and cook my new favorite meal. Let's get after it. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Marco Island, Florida. I'm here with Captain Tanner of Real Deal Fishing Charters.
How's it going, guys?
And we are headed out into the newly named Gulf of America. We're gonna go try and catch some monster fish today. Tanner's got an epic fishery. We're about to take off on Tanner's new Freeman. What's the max speed that you got on this Freeman 34?
67.
67? I don't know if we're hitting that today. We got a bunch of fatties on the boat, but we're headed out. So this is my third time fishing with Captain Tanner, but this is my first time on this Freeman. So this 34 Freeman is probably one of the sickest boats I've been on. You've had it for how long now?
Just over a year.
What's your top 3 favorite things about this boat?
One of them is the ride.
The ride is unbelievable.
Yeah. The second one's the storage, and then the stability in rough seas is amazing. Those top things make it awesome. If
you get seasick, but you've never been on a catamaran style center console, your problems may be solved, because these things do not nearly rock as much. I'm a guy that gets seasick a lot, and I don't think I've ever been seasick on a Freeman. These boats run so good. And if you've been on a boat offshore when it's rough, you pick up, when you're running sometimes and you're about to slam, you think you're gonna slam. But on these boats, it just lays down. It's so nice.
Yeah.
You know why everyone's going to these things offshore. This is so sick. And like you said, you can zoom. You can go 67 miles an hour in this thing.
Absolutely.
So, boys are done. We're gonna get out to the fishing grounds. So in this video, I have 4 goals. Number 1, catch a fish on a lure. If I can't do that, I don't know what I'm doing making fishing YouTube videos. Number 2, I want to drop this brand new camera down to the bottom and capture a fish actually eating my lure. Number 3, I want to capture some stuff that I've never even seen before. I want to see what this bottom looks like. And number 4, I want to cook a meal that my fiance absolutely loves. So we just got out to the spot. Suddenly the water is a lot more blue, a lot more beautiful. We're in about 100 feet of water. Everyone is jigging right now. Everyone's dropping down to the bottom. The bottom is just absolutely loaded. The screen is absolutely covered up and stuff. There are tons of red grouper on the bottom. We just got one in the boat. I didn't get any camera shots of it because I was rigging everything up, but should not take that long if these fish are biting. So I'm gonna get my jig down and see what happens. Tanner is always working to put us right on top of the fish. I swear, when we drop most of the time, boom, that's the bite. Instant, right when he puts us right over him. This is actually my very first time getting to do this. These are the new jigs by Ocean Devil. This is 100 gram. Got it rigged up with some BKK Alentis hooks. We're dropping it on the Ocean Devil slow jig Venom rod. Get it down there. Not a whole lot of current out here right now, so 100 grams should be plenty. We got Silk Ocean PE2.5 on here, some of my favorite braid. And we're hooked up next to me. See how long this takes, y'all. That would be a bite, my friend. Joey's hooked up. Ooh, that was a nip.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a fire truck.
Woo! That is a start.
Very nice.
Very nice. My man Joey
came on the jig.
If you guys watch my Texas video, this is our host on the trip. My man just got himself a nice, beautiful red grouper. That's what we're here for. That's what we're looking for right now. On the jig, choked it. Good work, my friend.
Yeah. They're really pretty.
There, that is sick. That is sick. Okay, drop number 2 with the Ocean Devil jig. Let's see if we can get, I got a bite on the last drop, just didn't get tight. Getting back down, race to the bottom. Everyone's trying to get bit right now. Oh, there he is.
Nice.
As soon as we hit bottom. Pull and drag, pull and drag. That's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
That's a good one. Dude, he's ripping.
Whoa. Crazy.
Are you on a good one too? Let it go higher. You got the shark. Get the shark on.
Oh, I'm in some stuff. I could feel some stuff, guys. I could feel some stuff. I got rocked too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Red grouper do that?
Dude, mine was so pissed.
Yeah, the big one.
I felt him go right into something. You still tight, Spencer?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel him there. I think he's still there.
Yeah,
What
same.
we do is have you
Oh, hang on.
come out. Yep. There it is.
There he is.
Yeah.
There he is. He's out.
I'm still there on the side. Sure. Okay. Mine will always go that way. Okay.
Still head shaking.
It's a big boy.
I loosened up a lot, y'all, because I was only fishing 40-pound leader, and that will definitely give way.
Spencer, get him out.
He's back in.
Okay.
He was out for 2 seconds.
Come on, come on.
Piano him, Spence.
He's big.
Piano.
Big head shake action. Now we're coming up.
Oh, he's got him. Dude. He's got him. Let's go.
Oh no, the f***ing shark just ate him.
No,
Yep.
serious?
Yeah, for sure. It just got so heavy.
Yep. He feels like he's pulling me deeper. Or I feel your line. I feel your line. Alright, now I don't.
Stupid shark. I knew it was gonna happen too. I was like, that was so long. So that was actually pretty heartbreaking. Spencer and I both dropped at the same time. Probably the first jigs to hit the bottom. Instant my jig hits the bottom, boom, I'm on. And it's a big grouper, probably a really big red grouper, because it's just dump and drag, headed towards his rock. He gets in his rock, and you know, that's not the end of the world sometimes. Sometimes if you loosen up, you're able to coax those fish out, and that's exactly what happened for me. I was able to coax that red grouper out, got him off the bottom, and as I'm getting him off the bottom, the fight kind of dies down, and I'm just reeling. And I knew that there was a possibility that a shark could eat him on the way up, because we had just marked a shark on the sonar like a couple minutes prior. So I knew there was a big shark in the area, knew there was a chance that happens. It sucks, kind of bummed me out. That was probably my biggest red grouper of all time, but Spencer's still messing with his. He's still rocked up. We've been waiting on it for like 5-10 minutes. Maybe he'll get it, maybe he won't, and we're gonna move on. We got some fish to catch. Tied back up, y'all. Another 100 gram, just different color. These Ocean Devil jigs come pre-rigged with some BKK hooks, which is really nice too. This is how they kind of come looking straight out of the package. So one hook has a feather, one hook doesn't. Looks really, really nice. Welcome to spot number 2. So Joey, I got bumped on the drop. Joey hooked up the minute he hit bottom. Cute little red grouper, my friend.
You guys got me worried, man. I like put the brakes to him.
Oh, you wouldn't put the brakes to what Spence and I just hooked.
And then.
For real.
Nice. There he is. There he is.
Come on.
Nice.
Come on, fish. That's a heavier fish for sure. Not as big as whatever I lost, but it's definitely a nice fish. Let's see what we got, y'all. We're looking good. You. That's a keeper red grouper.
Yes, it is.
Nice. Check that out. On the Ocean Devil jig, those BKK hooks got him. That's 100 gram. Absolutely stoked it. This rod is sweet, man. You know, this is a slow jig Venom. I think they're going to be available for pre-order pretty soon, but overall, just a super cool fish. Super fun. That jig chew, when they get it, you want to get them up off the bottom. This fish fought hard, but man, that other fish was fighting so hard. So we know there's some fire trucks down there. This is a beautiful keeper, delicious fish. Super appreciative of this one. That was awesome. And dude, look at the teeth on these things. That is crazy, those little teeth. So if you look at his belly right here, this is what happens when you pull bottom fish up from the bottom. If you guys watch a lot of fishing, you know, you're gonna know this, but basically there's a big pressure change when you bring a fish from down, 100 foot down under the water, all the way up to the top super fast. So that's when their organs expand and everything like that. causing their stomach to expand like this. If we were gonna return this fish, we would use some sort of descending device. We'd either pop the air bladder with the, you know, the little descending tool, or we'd send him back down with a release tool. But this guy is getting released onto ice, so super excited about that. Very happy to have the fish in the box. Okay, so this is what I'm really excited about today. We've already got a red grouper in the boat, but I want to get a fish eating on film. Westin Cameras sent me this little Explorer cam. This is the smallest underwater inline camera made. I think it weighs like 128 grams. I have it listed on the screen, but I've got it all rigged up. I had it pre-rigged up, and I'm gonna drop down, there's no live bait needed, down to the bottom, see if I can catch a red grouper on film right now. All I'm gonna do is just turn it on, twisted, it's waterproofed, wait for the light sequence to go, and I'm gonna be filming. So just gonna wait for those lights to go off. It takes a couple seconds to make sure you know you're filming, but it shouldn't be too long.
Go see what's going on down there, Ryan. Let me know.
So the very first thing I noticed is that the NLBN might not be the ideal lure for using the Westin camera. It did seem to make it spin a bit more than other lures I tried on this day, but this was my very first time ever trying it, and it was crazy to see. The minute I dropped it, a sizable mangrove snapper came up, tried to give it a bite, tried to give it an eat. This bait is 8 inches long, so that fish was at least 16 inches. You see here, I also saw a really big bull shark down there. We had no clue what was around, but we also knew there was fish in the area. My man Spencer hooked up pretty soon after dropping the camera.
There you go. Short pump, short pump, short pump. He's off bottom. Yo, like YouTube video on how to just. Hey, what's that big mark on the screen? Yeah. Oh God. My fish. Yeah. Tail hook. Tail hook to amberjack. Tail hook to Napoleon. Oh yeah. That's a pretty good. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's a stud. You got him? Archer? Yeah, I got him. This kid's. Oh yeah, finally got one. There we go. Pretty work. Finally got him out. Beautiful. Third time's a charm. On the other side of it, scratching the rock. Oh yeah. Hiding in the rock. Damn. Look at that. He was deep in there. Jake, that's him. Got him out, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. Spencer just caught this red grouper. But guys, we're not joking. We didn't put this in here. This thing literally, that came out of his mouth.
Literally just saw it hanging out of his mouth.
No one on this boat would have this little curly tail in the first place. This is not our style. That's crazy. Wow, dude. We're going with the camera rig. Don't know if we've captured anything on the camera rig yet, but I have some confidence that it's gonna get bit.
As we were dropping back down, I was under no illusion that I was going to get the same amount of bites as guys that weren't fishing a camera. Of course, it's a less sleek rig. It's obviously not going to get as many takers, but you see, even an amberjack came and checked out the no live bait needed on the way down, and I was able to jig around and attract all these little micro mangrove snapper that I honestly would have never known were down there. You know, I'm not going to hook these things. I have a giant hook on here, but they're all interested. They're checking it out, seeing what's going on. And you can just see all this life, these little almacos or AJs, whatever they are, checking it out. And again, I apologize for the spinning. Did not know that the NLBN would cause the camera to spin in this manner, but traditional jigs, which I do later in the video, definitely do not. Also, trolling or even with a live bait kept in line, you can capture some epic stuff with this Westin camera.
There he is. There he is.
Oh, yeah.
Go on the camera.
Ryan, let's go. Oh, I got it. You hit record? Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's recording.
That. Make sure you're on bottom. Holy crap.
coming in on the camera. Spit up a crab. All right, let's see what we got going on over here. Yo, look at that fire truck.
Dude. Oh.
That's sick.
I hooked the grunt, and he came to eat the grunt, and I hooked him on the jig.
That's wild. What a triple header.
Wait.
Giant porgy, fire truck red, and then a red on the NLBN. Hopefully the footage comes out on the underwater camera.
Anyone want to go largemouth fishing?
Yo! On the glide bait.
Oh my god. Alright, we gotta get a picture. This is crazy.
So here's what we got going on. We got the red grouper that I caught, porgy that Spencer caught, red grouper that Ricky caught on a freaking glide bait, which is crazy. He brought his swim bait rod out here. He wanted to do it on something fun. And another stud fire truck red grouper by my man Joey. Awesome sesh, all within a couple minutes of each other.
Yeah, that was a good job
Craziness, craziness.
Woo, good spot.
We're gonna get these fish iced down and boxed up. Whoa!
Man down. Come over him.
You're good. You're good. You got him up. You got him up.
Pretty work. Nice fish.
There we go. Pretty one.
Oh my god, he's just spitting up multiple. Open up the bill. Just like,
There you go.
just like
Perfect.
tuna hearts, you gotta eat the crab.
Spencer hooked up again. Typical high hook Spence activities. Wow.
Wow.
Well, you're fighting him on a 9-foot rod, so.
That was fun.
With close to a boat limit of red grouper, we decided it was time to move to a different area where we could possibly catch some other fish.
We are dropping down. There's a possibility that we're gonna run into some African pompano. Last time I fished with Tanner, well, 2 times ago when I fished with Tanner, I caught my biggest African pompano ever. It was on a jig. It was like 30 pounds. Don't think I could top that, but who knows, man? There's big fish out here. There we go. That's tight. That might be one. Oh, it's big and silver.
I think that's him. Looks like a cove, dude.
No, it's silver, dude. That looks like a king to me. Okay, guys, that is a little AJ. That is not. That's a little AJ. That's not what we're looking for. He's going back.
Oh, wow. That was a good one.
Hold that guy up real quick, Tanner. Look at that. And Tanner's like, let me get that thing. I ain't gaffed one of them in a while. I want him to just start taking a run and not like head shake like that. I'm just like, come on, man. These guys are all over. They are chewing that Ocean Devil 100-gram jig with them BKK hooks. Going back. That was on the drop. Oh! I just got cut. Yeah, I just got snipped. Might have been another king. You got snipped too?
Yeah. King? Right after you did.
Yeah.
King.
Okay, guys. So we just pulled up to a spot that should be a lot of large amberjacks. Tanner said to get something a little heavier. So I got Saltiga 14,000. I'm dropping just a bucktail jig down. See if I get bit.
You better hold on to Ryan.
No.
Yeah, Jake, go. Yeah. Oh my God, there's a big old shark on this. Oh, he's trying to get my fish. Oh, yeah, that'll happen. You'll have that. You will definitely have that.
There he is.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, it was on the cobia jig?
Yeah, I'm a cobia jig.
Nice. Are those like AJ's right there?
Yeah, those are AJ's. Oh, those are Kudas. And that's an AJ right there. Look.
How we looking, Ryan?
That's literally, that's a CUDA. Oh, on top! Is that the expensive one? No. Okay, good. Dude,
I knew they'd eat it. That's why.
this is crazy. Big AJs, big CUDAs. The whole world just came to life the minute we dropped down and hooked something up. All the fish just came up. There's tons of fish under the boat right now. My break. Yo, check that guy out. That was super cool. Amberjack ate the bucktail on that the Diablo Shallow Spirit. One of the first fish I've caught on this rod. It's a newer, lighter setup than I'm used to, but that was a ton of fun. So much fun, man. Fish absolutely clobbered the bucktail. Anytime big fish like this are eating artificial, man, I am down for it. They will kick your butt like crazy, but it's cool when it happens. It's cool to fish for them. And it's a good workout sometimes, man. Could absolutely be a good workout. We are going to dunk this guy back in the water right now. Here's the deal. This spot is lit up with life. It is the perfect scenario for me to drop the Westin Camera down and see if we can get some underwater footage. But this is super risky. There's barracudas here, there are sharks here. So we're gonna see, we gotta risk it to try and get a cool shot, but we just had 2 fish get sharked. I was able to get my AJ in. We'll see what happens, man.
So I wanted to see if I could fool one of these CUDAs or a big AJ into eating the NLBN on camera. I was working it really quickly, but just kind of a straight crank because I knew jigging was probably going to make the footage look a little worse. Unfortunately, these CUDAs were starting to get wary to our antics, so back down to the bottom I went.
Regular jig going down.
Did you guys catch everything that was cool on that last drop? We are seeing some AJs, we are seeing a monster Goliath grouper, and then we are seeing this wreck down here that's attracting all this fish. It's actually pretty crazy how it looks. But if you look to the left of the screen now, you'll see a permit, which I had no clue would be down there at this time. And he's only there for a second, and there's only one way to target a permit, typically was with a live crab. But man, you would never know that he's down here. And that's super, super exciting. This is a really cool way to explore new fisheries. So you'll see here why I rigged up this version of the camera with some wire. There are so many sharks around, and I was hoping if I got bit off, I would just lose my jig and not the shark. You also will notice that the camera kind of inhibits the jig from working perfectly, so I would use this and typically when bites are just absolutely lights out, when you know the AJs are chewing, which they weren't really on this day, but I just wanted to get some awesome footage if I could, and you'll see that there's just so much stuff down there that you might not always get to bite. If it weren't for the camera, I would have never known that there was a red grouper down here trying to eat my jig. I actually didn't feel him. I didn't feel that bite. But when I looked back at the footage, I was like, oh man, I missed one on that drop.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
He felt some steel on that one. Get that line off the rail, son. Reel. Oh my God. Reel. Come on, put in your hip and wind on him, son. Wind on him.
I wanted to give a huge shout out to Westin Cameras for sponsoring this video. This Westin Explore Cam, again, is the lightest inline underwater camera on the market. It is waterproof up to 650 feet deep. It has a battery life of 1 hour and 25 minutes. You can view and share directly to your phone. It has auto white balance, and you can shoot in 1080p 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second. Thanks again to Westin for sponsoring this video.
Oh yeah. Get that head back. And Shark said Joey was his friend.
Just a red grouper, man. What's going on? I legit need help now.
Good? Want me to wind on him?
Yeah. We're not even gonna get the thing back.
Full grown one, boys. Oh, that might be it. Just get her in the water. Told you. He's a grown one. All right, that was pretty freaking epic. I mean, between the red grouper, the AJs, and probably getting some super epic underwater footage. Not sure how it turned out yet. That's part of the fun of this. It's when I get home, I get to see what all that footage looked like, all that cool stuff looked like. So we're headed back to the dock now. We have so much work left to do. Unload the boat, clean the fish, and we gotta cook the fish. Red grouper is absolutely one of my favorite fish to eat. I'm stoked. See you guys back at the dock. We are back at the dock, made it all the way back. Now we have to unload all these delicious red grouper out of here. I gotta clean a couple up, and we gotta get on the road. We got things to do, we got places to be. I'm hyped up, but I'm gonna show you guys how I clean up one of these red grouper real quick. Welcome to the fillet table. We have a beautiful specimen of a red grouper. This one we were actually saying is kind of funny because the way he, is all lit up. I don't know if it was this one or another one. One of them we had, we were like, that looks like a freaking Nassau, the way he, chilled down. But beautiful fish. Great meat on these guys, and they are gorgeous. And I apologize if there's kind of weird interference with music that I'm playing on this video right now, because I'm trying to drown out some other music that's playing in the background. Don't want any copyright claims on this vid, but we need to fillet the fish. Things need to get done right now. So I'm just gonna cut right in, start this fish off, and then work down the length of this fish. There we go. Once I get to the tail with a fish like this, typically I'll just kind of break through and then work right there. Bang. Now, I'm just gonna start a little bit of separation action on this fish. Hanging my knife toward that backbone. Try and get kind of close if I can. Oof, that meat looks tasty. I definitely, I fillet a decent amount of fish for videos like this one, but I never claim to be a pro at cleaning fish. Like anything, there's levels to this stuff, man, so I may be better than some of you. I guarantee some of you are better than me. But I just like eating fish, so it's part of this process. Getting to take home this fish that I was lucky enough to catch is just awesome. It's just super rewarding, man. Oh, this is looking good. This is looking delicious. Bang, get through those pin bones. And I'm gonna try and follow on top of the rib cage here if I can. These guys kind of have a weird rib cage.
And they catch them too. I don't have to catch them for them.
Bang. Beautiful red grouper fillet right there. Looking really, really good. Like the look of that a lot, man. So, now, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna take this guy, just kind of get it close to the edge of the fillet table. Try and hold down the skin with my hands. And then I'm gonna just work and follow the edge of the table with my knife. Work this way, work this way. All the way back. Follow down that line. And the edge of the table helps me keep my knife flat. Grouper aren't the hardest fish in the world to skin for sure, but just maintaining this with any fish always helps me. Bang. Bang. Little connection there. Woo. So I don't like to lay my fillets bare on the fillet table. I like to leave them on top of the skin if I need to. And right here, I'm just gonna feel for those pin bones. Got into those. There. Bang.
2 days you'll be ready to go back fishing. Oh yeah. Well, the bad thing is I'm going down there for 2 days to go fishing. You know what I mean?
Cut these guys out and cut this lining out right here. That goes away. Now look at all these guys right here. These things, they're going hard. They're hungry. For every scrap.
I think
everywhere in the world. Everywhere in the world. Beautiful red grouper fillet. We just put them on ice. That means we will see you guys back in the kitchen, back at the house. Huge thanks to Tanner for taking us out.
Absolutely.
He'll give you a nice slimy fist pound.
That's
but
all right.
I fished with Tanner. This is the 3rd time. Big red grouper, African pompano, cobia, permit. We've caught a bunch of different stuff. He has an amazing fishery here. Red snapper, mangrove snapper, does a little bit of everything. So I'll have all the Tanner stuff linked down below. You guys don't even have to jig like we did today. You do live bait,
Live
right?
bait, cut bait. I mean, we do some jigging, but live bait, cut bait's most of our fishery.
Yeah, and this guy will take you out depending whatever experience level you have. You have them all come on,
Correct.
right?
Absolutely,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. And it's a good time. Every time I come fish with him, man, we leave with a boatload of fish, have a great time, and it's just a beautiful area. It's a beautiful place over here in Marco Island, Florida. So be sure to check out Real Deal Fishing Charters, fish with Tanner. There's other captain. What was your other captain's name?
Captain Garrett, he runs our second boat.
There you go. So he's got 2 boats now, man.
Yeah.
Tells you that this operation is run right and it's run cleanly and they catch a lot of fish. So thanks again, brother.
Appreciate
And,
it, man.
Yeah, we'll see you in the next one. I'll give you a nice slimy fish handshake. Thanks, guys.
Well, y'all, welcome back to the kitchen. It was about a 3.5, 4-hour drive today for Christina and I, but we have a red grouper. Super excited to cook this up for you guys. Now tonight, we are doing a recipe that I actually saw in my boy Tyler, Suns Out Fishing's most recent video. So we're gonna do our own twist on it, but his friend, Chef Sophia, whipped up something that looked absolutely delicious. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a try. But I got my grouper here, sliced it up into, easy portions, paper toweled it off, made sure there's no scales, no nothing, no nonsense. Now we're just gonna go super simple. We're just gonna go in, a little bit of ground pepper, and now a little bit of salt. I love some grouper and this is looking really good. Same thing on the other side. So I got a hot pan here, a little bit of avocado oil already in there, and we're gonna go in with our fish. Now, right now, I am not trying to get this fish to cook through completely. Really, I'm just trying to start my first layer of seasoning, layer of flavor in this pan. And I'll show you guys what I mean throughout this whole process. So just trying to get a little bit of browning going on this fish to start out. So check it out, bring it on in here and look at our fish. Not completely cooked, that's fine. I'm gonna get back to it when we'll start poaching the fish later, but I'm just gonna start removing this pan. This fish should be de-sticking itself on this side. Let's see, we're de-stuck. We got little brown bits starting to accumulate on the bottom of our pan. Our first layer of flavor. I'm just taking this fish,
putting it in a separate dish. Again, didn't want to overcook it. Needed me a fish, I need to get myself a fish spatula, but bam, groupers come out. Got these little brown bits and little bits of oil still left in our pan. Now, going in with about half an onion. And I'm gonna let this cook down for a while. This is gonna start, add that next layer of flavor. So we've got some more layers of flavor that we're adding to our pan. So I got some chopped garlic. We have some ginger, freshly ground. Never used this before. Gonna add in a little bit of lemongrass and some chili. Everything has had, you know, a couple minutes to cook, all cooked down. I have half a can of coconut milk here. I'm actually used about half of this with my rice earlier. Add that to my pan. Add a whole other one. Bang. That's looking good. So that's gonna deglaze the pan. That's gonna help lift off those brown bits, everything else that was sitting on the bottom of the pan right now. And I'm also gonna take my spatula, give it a little scrape, get all those flavors start to mix together. And you can see the color change as I scrape the bottom of the pan. All those brown bits are coming up. All that's flavor. Stuff from the fish, stuff from the caramelized onions, from the garlic, all those flavors mixing right now. Going with just a bit more. Oh, looks like it's about enough. And I want this to start simmering just a bit. Get it hot enough. Just adding in a spoonful of just white sugar. Chef Sophia said that's her secret ingredient. So I'm gonna steal it. And I just got a chicken bouillon packet. Add that. These ones are sodium free, so I can add as much or as little salt as I like to this mix to get everything tasting right. This stuff right here is fish sauce. You can find it in pretty much any grocery store that I've been to. I'm just gonna add a couple spoonfuls of that. Last but not least, just a little bit of dill. It's just a little bit more of that freshness. Behind the scenes, my lovely fiance is working on these delicious little cheesecakes. Actually, like a super healthy protein cheesecake recipe that she has absolutely perfected and made some homemade berry jam. Wow. Okay, at this point, everything's simmering nicely. Our fish is still only like half cooked. I'm just going to add it. I'm grabbing it with my hands, but y'all, I just washed my hands, so don't worry. Hands are the best instrument. Add these guys in here with the more undercooked side down. Wow. I guess I'll add that juice in too. Nice. Now I'll just baste, make sure everything's nice and evenly coated all over these pieces of grouper. That looks good. Let this cook for another 3 or 4 minutes. Make sure the fish gets all the way cooked through. So I just wanted to give a quick announcement for you guys, or a little preview, if you will. I just got sent these 2 awesome coolers and another one on the way from Titan Pro. Absolutely awesome pieces of gear that I'm really excited to use, and they're gonna be sponsoring the channel and some of my other content for the next couple months, year, hopefully many years. But these are really awesome. Excited to get to use them in all of our adventures coming up. But just a quick shout out to Titan Pro. You guys are gonna be seeing these in plenty more of our adventures. Now for the best part, my favorite part, plating and eating. So I'm gonna make Christina's plate for her first. So I get a very nice piece of red grouper. But we can't forget all that delicious sauce, all those layers of flavor that we built up together. So we have some chili oil. This is actually our friend's company, Tapped. Absolutely love these. Locally made here, Satellite Beach. Really, really good. Now this is spicy, and again, this is a plate for Christina, so I'm gonna try not to go overboard, but I'm gonna try and get it looking good, like Chef Sophia. Next up, some freshly chopped green onion. And last but not least, a little bit of cilantro. This is looking absolutely phenomenal. I'm gonna dig in. Christina is way ahead of me. Let's try it out. I think I forgot to mention it, but we also made some coconut rice on the side. Those are just coconut flakes mixed in. Absolutely delicious. We make this all the time. Plenty of our catch and cooks have how we do this. Okay, absolutely housed that. All the rice, all the fish, all the sauce. Absolutely delicious. And I got a bone to pick with a couple of you because some of you guys, some of you subscribers have come up to me in real life, run into me and said, do you guys actually eat those catch and cooks after you film all that? Because we never actually see you eating on camera. And y'all, if you think for a second,
no.
I'm gonna sit here and cook for 2 to 3 hours, film every step of the process, and then just pour it into the trash and order a pizza. You gotta be freaking kidding me. This is absolutely delicious. And I tell you guys sometimes when I would or would not repeat the recipe, this is something that I think all of you should try. Now, if you're scared of spice, you can go easier on the chili oil or even skip the chili oil, but I think it worked perfectly. It was really only like a 2 or 3 out of 10 on the spiciness level for me. Christina loved it, and I think anyone or any white fish is gonna go great in this. So that is going to be the end of this video. Huge thank you to Westin for the underwater shots. That camera was awesome, and I think you guys probably really liked that footage. Huge thank you to Capt Tanner for taking us out, making this video happen. And huge thank you to my wonderful fiance who is munching in the background right now and asked not to be on camera. And then final thank you to all of you guys who make these videos possible. And if you haven't seen every single one of my videos, YouTube thinks you're probably gonna like this one right here. So go ahead and check it out, and I'll see you guys over there. All right, you ready to go grab McDonald's?
Yeah.